Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a Quackalope takeover. This is West the Mingo. I am here to talk to you today about 7 games that need to burn in the fire. We don't ever need to play them again. This is ridiculous that they even exist.
Okay, we're doing a set of lists each. I just did my 11 choices publishers need to stop making.
And we all agreed.
It
was very little confusion.
I was a little heated.
Yeah.
Board Game Dave.
5 trends and board games that just need to die
already.
Yeah. Okay. And these are 7 games that need to burn in the fires of hell. They don't ever need to come back. No one needs to play them again.
Okay, all right, well,
never.
Holy cow. We're good old-fashioned game burning.
Fire and brimstone.
Yeah.
Great. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
What's going on?
Okay, number 7. Number 7. Okay, this is already low style. Yeah. Vagrant Song. No one needs to play Vagrant Song, especially if you're not playing it with just 2 players. If you play it with 3 or 4 people, you're going to have a horrible time. It is incredibly long. The game is absolutely unplayable.
You're right, I'm going to hate this
From 3 to 4 players.
Oh my
Guaranteed
God.
You're going to hate it. Vagrant Song at 2 players is dealable. Like, you can have an okay time playing it. You're probably going to have fun.
For the record, Quackalope does not stand by nor endorse these comments. Vagrant Song was one of my favorite this last year.
And Jesse is wrong. It's only good at 2 players. It is only good at 2 players. It's pretty good at 2 players. 3 and 4, it is absolutely terrible, and it should be burned in the fire.
It is nice that we allow a difference of opinions on this channel.
Absolutely.
It is a shame that this is the last time anyone's going to see West again.
Okay, next. Number 6, Isle of Cats. Okay, let's talk about how bad Isle of Cats actually is from the theming perspective.
Oh.
Okay, it's talking about cats. Yeah. All right, living on a ship. Okay, and they're various shapes, which I hear all of you out there saying cats are like water and they fit the shape that they're in. Right. I understand, but they're creating shapes, like some weird L's and like T parts, and they're getting gold and rubies. Like, what is this? Come on, give me a break. The theme doesn't make any sense
You
at all.
didn't even go to the part of the theme that you needed to establish. That you have an island that's slowly going to catch like on fire.
They're all going to die.
Running
You're
onto
saving
the
a few
island
of them.
and grabbing the cats and pulling them off the island.
Exactly. The whole thing makes no sense.
Except for the ones that you don't want. And you look at them,
just
you stare at them in the eyes and you go like,
nah, we're good.
Stay here.
We're good.
You're saying Isle of Cats should be left on the island that you found it on.
100%. And then you should burn the island as you're leaving. Sow seed of salt into the ground so that it never comes back. Okay. Number 5.
I don't want to continue.
Time stories. Ladies and gentlemen, time stories.
I've never played it.
Okay, the whole point of time stories is for you not to win the first time that you play the game. And then you're going to replay that exact same scenario over again. And you're going to do all the things, but you're not going to make the same mistakes you made the first time. Right. So then you're playing the exact same scenario again with 0 change, but making better choices this time. And then you're going to lose it again. And then you're going to play that exact same scenario again,
it's a looping
making
game.
Better choices again.
It's like the whole mechanic.
Yeah, it's terrible because it's an hour and a half long for you to play the first round. And then you're going to play that same hour and a half again and still not make it to the end.
Oh my God.
So you're going to go play at least maybe 6 or 8 hours of this game to get past the first box.
Leave a comment down below about which game Wes should play on camera live with me.
I will not play any of these games.
One of these 7,
Leave a comment down below. You let us know. His job might depend on it.
Okay, number 4. All the exit games. And there's a very good reason why. I am...
Wait. Can we toss Unlocked in there as well?
Yeah, all of them. Unlocked, exit, all of them.
I'm in.
Here's the reason why.
Unlocked, I'm in.
I am not smart enough to play these games effectively.
I get a headache.
There's too many weird questions.
Hurts me.
Sure.
They're like, hey, if you turned this, or if you'd have looked and paid attention to this, or this date was over here under this weird thing over there. And then I like the idea with Exit that you're destroying stuff as you're playing it, but that's literally because you're destroying the game because you're so freaking frustrated with it that you don't ever want to play it anymore, so you're just throwing it in the garbage because you're just angry.
So Wes, Unlocked, I played. I had to cheat with nearly every problem. But then on top of that, one of the things that it wanted me to do is it wanted me to use the app to take a photo of a bird out a window with almost no indication that I should be doing. Like, no hint that I should be doing that.
Yeah.
Weird.
I
don't understand them. I probably should play with people who are smarter than me, and then maybe I would have a really good time.
I played with
did you
Shira.
play
She
with?
also
Yeah,
hated it.
She's smarter
Careful.
than me, but
It ruined her day.
I feel like the exit games, and I've done exit rooms, and I enjoyed them.
Right,
They were fun. I don't understand why I'm bad at them with the games. I don't understand. So I just don't ever want to play them again. They don't exist in my world. I don't allow them in my house.
I think they require a certain type of viewpoint where you could play them well.
So I have to be shorter?
No, I think you have to learn how to play them, and then you can kind of play them all.
I think you're right.
So
So,
I
like,
think that in and of itself kind of makes them a little dumb.
Like SATs. Like you have to
You have to
learn
know
how to
take the
Think a
test.
certain
the
way.
test.
Yeah.
That makes
I
sense.
Gotcha.
That's probably why I suck at them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next one, Unfathomable. Okay? That game needed to go
You're
away.
talking Battlestar Galactica Secondary.
Reloaded, yes.
Oh.
It just needed to be Battlestar Galactica because the game Battlestar Galactica, the mechanics that are in it are so much better than the mechanics that are in Unfathomable. I didn't understand how much I disliked that. Or I didn't understand how good Battlestar Galactica was
Until you played it in
until I
contrast.
played Unfathomable, and Unfathomable is not good.
It is a shame that Unfathomable is repeatedly compared to as the solution to not being able to get Battlestar Galactica.
It's so not the same game. There are so many better mechanics in Battlestar Galactica than there are in Unfathomable. And every time someone says, "Oh, well, Unfathomable is the same thing," no, it's not. It's not. It's not even close. Don't compare them until you've actually played Battlestar Galactica, and then you can say, "Well, yeah, West was right." Unfathomable needs to go away, and everybody just needs to go buy Battlestar Galactica because it is way better. I apologize that you're going to have to pay like $200 for it.
You know what
But
this
it's worth it.
stupid D&D thing has revealed?
What's that?
It's reinforced the fact that legally you cannot claim ownership over rules, only over artwork and assets.
Yep.
So someone just needs to go rules reprint straight up Battlestar Galactica. Remove the IP.
Yeah.
Do your own lens on top. You
Yep.
can't. It is legally in the open domain because it's a set of rules,
Yep.
not the aesthetics and the functionality. You can't use the same terminology. You got to work with a lawyer, like work your way around it. But I promise you can literally reprint it and it'll be fair game.
We're not a lawyer. Don't sue
I
us.
was gonna say, is that legal advice?
Pretty
No,
sure that's
no
not,
one ever
not legal
assumes my
advice.
stuff is legal advice. I told them they had to go work with a lawyer.
Right, that's true.
Okay, these last two are super spicy. I'm just going to say that out loud right now.
Okay.
Number
The
2,
first one was super spicy.
Terraforming Mars.
Yeah.
That game is ridiculously
Quick,
long.
yeah, from my man.
You know, I'm not a terrible.
It's insanely long, and there's
way
no
too
reason
long.
for it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
artwork is awful, and I don't. All you apologists out there, they're going, the artwork's not that bad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is ugly. The color scheme is ugly. Even in the most like beautiful upgraded version that they sent out with all the like, oh, here's this little pondy thing, and here's some water over here, and here's this little beautiful green land. No, it's still all ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care what you're saying. It's still ugly. The tiles are ugly. They should have done a much better job of creating artwork that actually looked beautiful. I think it was an accidental hit. The gameplay for some people is a big hit for them, and they didn't realize. They were like, "Oh, we'll just throw some money at this game, and then we'll make it just good enough to throw out there." And it was accidentally a hit because the mechanics of the game for some people was so good, and they were like, "Wow, this game looks so ugly." And it's actually a kind of sort of decent game. So then it was
You
because
think
of
part
that.
of its success is based on the fact that it
That it's
sets
so
low
ugly.
expectations.
Right, the bar was so low and it was a decent game.
Now
and so,
you
wow.
don't even like it at all either.
I'm not a huge fan. No,
Burn it?
no.
Burn 'em all alive?
Way too long for what it is. We talked about this earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, a game like that should be an hour and a half max.
Hour
and
max.
it's just so long.
It's
You
so long.
are a Euro too.
I am, but that's doesn't work for me.
Win.
I'm with you.
Okay, the last and the most spicy of all.
Here it is. This onto my own channel. I've lost control.
Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
Okay.
Stop the film.
oh my god!
Record button.
Hear me out. Okay? Hear me out.
Holy cow.
There is absolutely no reason that you should have to pay a mortgage payment to buy one single card. Okay?
It's collectible.
You don't need, because to make the best deck imaginable, you've got to pay hundreds of dollars to make a great Magic
West,
deck.
good news. You don't, because Wizards of the Coast is not only ruining D&D, they're also reprinting all the old rare cards from Magic
There you go.
Yeah.
and
Fixed.
screwing that community over as well.
So At this point, still though,
Yeah.
you still have to pay a whole bunch of money
Before
to
they
get
destroy the brand.
like one of the greatest decks that you can possibly get. Okay, and so it relies on you spending a ton of money to be able to beat other people because your deck is better in theory.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know that there's gonna be a whole bunch of people adding me like, oh, you don't have to spend so much money. Okay, I get it.
What about a sealed league?
A what?
Sealed league.
Sealed league?
Sealed
Yeah,
league?
so there, you could be sealed league. So in other words, you're putting house rules on top of the actual game to make it playable and acceptable for everyone.
Not house rules.
Is that what you're saying?
No, you go, you buy a pack, you start battle with the
Right.
deck that you have, and then you get to like upgrade it with a few packs at a time.
So in other words,
You take yourself out of the necessity to own everything perfect.
Sure. So again, you're not actually playing the real game. You're playing a version of the real game. Just like with Terraforming Mars, when everyone's like, "Oh, well, you just have to add this expansion and this expansion to make it playable." No, the base game needs to be playable. And what you're telling me is that the only way that Magic is actually good and is fair is if you're playing with a sealed league, and a sealed league is extra rules over and above the real game. It's like playing with an expansion.
Fair there either. It depends on what you pull out of the pack because it's a collectible card game.
So again, collectible card game, whatever. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. The point is that to play the game the best and to actually have the best experience in the game, where you're not being unfairly criticized or not being able to play as well as everybody else because you can't afford it. Just like Warcraft, Warhammer, you've got to pay thousands of dollars and paint all your minis and all that stuff. But we're not even going there because it's not really a board game. So Magic the Gathering needs to be burned in a fire.
So we're setting on fire Terraforming Mars.
Yep, Terraforming
Magic
Mars.
the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
And apparently my channel.
And
How many subscribers do you think I'm losing from this video?
probably 30.
30?
30
Cool.
subscribers will be lost from this video. And for those of you who
Hey, if you've been
agree
to
with
this
me,
part and you want to like watch more content like this, hit the subscribe button to counter the amount of people that are just going to be butthurt over us saying, some people don't like Magic. I do. I'm on your side, actually, on most of these games. But people are allowed to have opinions.
down below, if you know I'm right, Mingo was right.
Oh.
Mingo was right.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.